He left me at the Florida airport, but his childhood best friend took me home. You're not seriously leaving me here like this, right? I laughed, but it came out cracked like glass splitting down the middle. Brandon didn't even turn around. His back was the only thing I had left of him as he disappeared through the automatic doors of Orlando International Airport. It was supposed to be a romantic getaway. Brandon and I had been together for 2 years, living through FaceTime calls and weekend flights between Boston and New York, surviving the long distance with dreams of a shared future. When he invited me to spend 2 weeks in Florida with his family, I took it as a sign maybe he was finally ready to take the next step. But I should have known better. He started pulling away the second we landed. First, it was the curt replies, the missed glances. Then the confession in the car before we even got to baggage claim. I can't do this anymore, Nate. No fight, no tears, just silence. He turned and left me there with my suitcase, my broken heart, and a welcome sign still in my hands. I was too stunned to call anyone, too proud to cry. My fingers hovered over my phone until it buzzed on its own. Unknown number. Hey, this is Eli, Brandon's friend. He asked me to come get you. Eli. The name stirred something distant in my memory, sunburnt knees and messy lemonade stands. Brandon's childhood friend from Tampa. I hadn't seen him in over a decade, but now he was my emergency contact. I spotted him near the terminal exit, holding a sign that read Nate in blocky letters. They shaped like a heart. He was taller than I remembered, tan, with wild dark curls and that same crooked smile that used to make 10-year-old me flustered for reasons I didn't understand then. You look like shit, Eli said, without preamble, pulling me into a hug that was warmer than the Florida air. Brandon dumped me, I replied, just as bluntly. Well, he said, grabbing my suitcase, then you're definitely staying with me. Eli's house in Tampa was a little chaotic and a lot charming. He lived in a renovated bungalow, with a porch swing and an orange tabby cat named Pickle who immediately claimed my lap. He didn't press for details that first night. We ate takeout tacos on the porch, sipping sweet tea while cicadas sang around us. For the first time in 48 hours, I felt like I could breathe. The next morning, I found him in the backyard, shirtless, tending to a battered garden that had more weeds than vegetables. I kill plants, I told him, standing at the edge. Good, he said, tossing me a shovel. Then you'll feel right at home here. We fell into a rhythm. Days at the beach, nights watching bad movies. He introduced me to his friends who didn't ask questions, and his mom, who hugged me like I was already family. Somewhere between beer-stained sunsets and silent morning coffees, something shifted. It was one night nearly a week in. We'd gone to a bonfire with his friends. I wore his hoodie because the wind picked up. Someone passed around a guitar and started playing love songs. I looked up to find Eli staring at Menet, just staring. But seeing me. Really seeing me. Did you love him? He asked as we walked back to the car. I thought I did, I said honestly. But now, I think I loved the idea of him more. He nodded, slow. You deserve someone who actually shows up. The words sat between us like sparks waiting for flame. It was impossible not to fall for Eli. He remembered how I liked my coffee black, 2 sugars. He fixed the strap on my suitcase. He called me out when I tried to bottle things up, then waited patiently while I unraveled. With him, I wasn't a broken heart needing repair, I was just Nate. One afternoon, we drove to the beach. The sky was bruised with the promise of rain. Eli insisted we go anyway. No one else will be there, he said, grinning. The beach was nearly empty. We walked along the shore until the clouds cracked open. I started laughing, first out of disbelief, then because it felt like the first real laugh in weeks. Eli didn't run. He stood in the downpour, soaked through, hair plastered to his forehead. Come here, he said, holding out a hand. I stepped into him. Rain ran between us. He cupped my cheek, his thumb brushing away the water or maybe a tear. Then he kissed me, soft, unsure at first, like asking a question. I answered with everything I had. The night before I was supposed to fly back to Boston, I sat on the porch with Pickle in my lap and Eli beside me. You don't have to leave, he said, not looking at me. I didn't answer. I know you have a life back there. A job, friends, a rhythm. But if you stay, I'll make space for you here. It was terrifying, tempting, everything I'd wanted but was afraid to want again. I'm tired of running after people, I said quietly. I think I just want someone to walk beside. Eli turned to me, eyes soft. Then let's walk slow. I never got on that flight. Instead, we went to the Saturday farmers market, holding hands. We bought peaches and flowers. I met his niece. He kissed my forehead like it was the most natural thing in the world. Later, we drove back to the airport not to board a plane, but to pick up my shipped boxes. And there, in the very same terminal Brandon had left me alone just 2 weeks before, Eli pulled me into his arms. You know, he murmured, I should thank him. For what? For being stupid enough to let you go. I leaned into him, heart full, suitcase forgotten. I was finally home. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with the latest videos.